beautiful sunflowers. They're about 12 feet tall. But as you can tell, they're drooping and it is time to cut them down. The birds are getting them, and it's hard because it's so bright out today, but see, the birds have stolen all of these seeds and I don't want to lose them. So we're gonna cut these down today. And my friend Patty over at Southern Blessed Homestead was telling me things that you can do with the flower petals. And then we saw a video where you can actually make flour from these stalks. Let me see if I can get in here and show you. Look how big that stalk is. My fingers just barely touch. So I'm gonna be doing that. So I'll take you along with me. That thing is so huge. And we'll see how this works out. No harm in trying, right? Well, I was able to take the leaves off, but I tried cutting this stalk with my handy dandy knife and there's just no way that's gonna happen. So I've got to go find another tool to cut these down. So I've gone to the garage and got a few more tools. I'm not sure if either of these are gonna work just because of the size of it. Now on my wish list, I really want one of those little 4 or 5 inch handheld chainsaws. They're on Amazon for like $50, $60 and I just haven't got one yet. But it would be ideal for projects like this. And it's not like a real chainsaw, like a huge one that I would cut my leg off with. So I need to get one of those one of these days. So let's try this first. I'm not even sure if this is charged up well. Kinda. So let's see if this will cut it down and not cut my potato or tomato plant. So that's a no. Now this will cut through like hard, like I'm always cutting privet with it. Even the base, the stem of the privet, which can get really big. But I think because it's hard and this is hard, but it's not like a tree. It's just kind of bouncing off of it. So let's try manual labor. This is not going to be fun at all. I don't even know if these open wide enough to get around this big one. Barely. Well, this is going to do the job. Look at that. Manual labor, guys. This will probably tear my fence up. It's so big. All right, let's get this out of here. It's gonna have to go over the top. There we go. All right, one down. Several more to go. I'm gonna see if my little hand cutters now will cut these flower heads off. Yep. Look at the back of that. See where the birds are hanging out back there and eating my sunflower seeds? That's what I don't want. This one is the exact same way. They just hang out right there and have dinner on me. Look how big these are. I can. Look at that. That is huge. Don't look at my dirty fingernails. I'm a gardener. is what the bees like, are all these little flowers. Looking there at our sunflower seeds. Now, I'm gonna put these inside to dry. Normally I would leave them outside on a table, but we are expecting rain the next 2 days, and I don't want these getting wet, and I don't want to invite the birds in under the deck either, under the porch, to eat these. Look at that box of beautiful things. Look at this. That was my favorite. The intricate design is just amazing. Love to see God's handiwork. These are the disc flowers of the sunflower. I'm researching now to find out if these can be used for tea. This is where all the pollen is, so I would think you could use it, but I want to check it out just to be sure. So this is all going into one bowl. The petals are going in a different one. I know that these can be used for tea. They're so pretty. Sad to deconstruct them, but their time has come. These are full of sunflower seeds. See all the sunflower seeds? I love the symmetry and everything with it. Again, just God makes some incredible things. And I often marvel like at the creativity of God. All the animals that he made, some of them just look so weird and so different, and all the flowers, and again, like that perfect symmetry. Ow, something just bit my leg. I've got an ant on me. So I'm gonna clean all these up, take these inside, let these sunflower seeds dry. And then we're going to start working on the stalks. So here's the disc flowers. We have a lot of them. Petals. And a bunch of bald sunflower heads. These are going in the house to dry for a while. Now I just want to see real quick how easy this is going to be to peel. See if I can do it without stabbing myself or anything like that. And my husband is home. I'm not sure what the best way to do this is going to be. I'll try different things and see what works and let you know. So right now I'm cutting all the long stalks into kind of manageable pieces. And we have a storm blowing up. Hopefully, prayerfully, we get rain. But Doug is inside and splitting these in half, so I'll show you that part in just a minute. So here's the next step. Doug is splitting them in half. Small ones are pretty easy, but he probably still wouldn't trust me to do that and keep my fingers. But look at these. They're monsters. So let's see. See, he's pretty good at it. So I'll show you in a second how we're getting the meat out of it. This is what we have so far. So this is a pretty, you're bangy, stop bangy. It's a pretty labor-intensive project, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know, if worse come to worse, we can make bread.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's better to practice it now when you don't have to.
That's what I was fixing to say.
That's
You read my script.
You're so smart.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. I'd rather try it now, see if it works, see if I can do anything with it, rather than us be in an emergency situation and I don't know. So that one wants to wiggle around on you.
Yeah, it's always better to practice survival skills before you need it. There's a worm in there.
Yep. Extra protein. All right, here's our next step. So we've got them cut in half. And now we're just taking the white out of the center. And it's not really difficult exactly. Just a little labor intensive. Especially some of the bigger ones. You know, it's just a little tougher.
There you go.
So here's, yep.
You got a little
That part is clean.
miniature canoe.
That's right.
A Lilliputian canoe, a dugout canoe.
These are going over here for later. That's what we're doing. Next to the dehydrator, I think. So here's a little update. We were cutting them in half. Well, Doug was cutting them in half. We have found that they are easier to clean if you quarter them.
Yeah, you can just do this.
Here's another little interesting fact. Bugs get in them. They come in, this one you can't see it because it's cut off, but they come in where the leaves are, where the leaves were, and get inside there. So some parts of it are not usable. All right, so this has been kind of an all-day project, but we've got all of the inside of the sunflowers cut out. Now we are filling up the dehydrator, and we have a whole bowl. See, it's a pretty decent sized bowl filled to overflowing. I'm just going to throw these all over the floor, it looks like. Just kind of layer these on here, and I'll try to get them to where they're not overlapping, to where they're just laying flat. But we're gonna fill this up. This is a 9-tray Excalibur. Let me pick up the ones that I threw on the floor. But it is a 9-tray Excalibur, and we're gonna put it, if we can find the back, we're gonna put it on 115 degrees. So we have the incubator going. We have 41 eggs in there. Just kind of briefly show you what's going on in this room. Got the Arrow Garden. There's my sunflower petals. So they're gonna dry in this basket that I have hanging from the ceiling fan. And there's the sunflower heads. I've got to get some newspaper or something to spread those out along the floor in here so they can start drying. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this filled up and turn it on, and we will check it tomorrow. Our sunflower stems are dry now. So I'm taking it out of the dehydrator, putting it in the blender. Then we're gonna make our flour. Here we are. This is our sunflower flour. We ended up with about 8 cups, which I think is really, really good. It's nice and soft. Now I ran it through the blender, so it's not gonna be like a grain mill. But I can always sift this and get the finest stuff if I want to. but I think it turned out really, really great. I'm probably not going to cook with it right now because I've just got so many other things to do. So I'm going to package this up and save it for later. And maybe we'll do another video once it's used. But wanted to show you guys the end result. Labor intensive? Yes. Worth it? Maybe. We'll see. So I just bagged the sunflower flower up, and I feel like I have flour up all in my nose. But here's our sunflower petals. They are dry now, and they are going in a jar for use later on. So I think maybe this is the end of our sunflower journey. These still have a good ways until they're dried out, but I think that's enough for this time around. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little adventure. It's been quite the experiment, and I've really enjoyed it actually. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you guys next time.